you doing? We're back. Hold on. So for the past few days, right, there has been a song ruminating. What just happened? In my mind. Uh, Bieber's Lonely. And I'm like, huh. And it keeps ruminating, right? And I'm like, okay, what's that? That's weird. Because it's a soulful, heartfelt cry, right? Is what it sounds like. And I saw something earlier today about that particular person, and I was like, wow, um, stars get lonely too, guys. And as I was starting the reading, a lot of vehicles went by at a high rate of speed, and it made me think of life in the fast lane. And a lot of times, because outside looking in, you can perceive something as fantastic. I don't feel as though it's fantastic for people who others admire from afar. By the way, my name is Gabrielle, and welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. All right, let's send out some love, some joy, celebration, OMG, and the truth. I mean, sometimes the truth is very surprising. It's startling. I I don't want to be dismissive, but thoughts and prayers, like phone a friend. Like if you know people, I don't care what it looks like on the outside. I don't care what it feel like. It's not always as glamorous. People don't really know what it is they're asking for, or what it is they're committing to or invoking, and and through the process of life and maturity and growing up, that scrutiny, right? This is why I've often mentioned on this platform that no one belongs on a pedestal but the divine. Think about how vexing the relationship that you have with your creator. See? See? The closer you get is cool, right? But sometimes that initial getting to know you can be a little rough. Um oh, I don't want to hyper focus on that individual, but I really want to, hone in on those that we admire in the macro, and how remote they may truly feel, disconnected even, you know. Stars feel lonely too, right? It's much harder for those people who are viewed as someone who's supposed to know better, do better, you know, they're they're still navigating right and wrong. Think about it. Have you ever asked to be a role model? But you are, right? We all are in our own respective lives. You're just trying. You put on the good, but it's difficult. I'm looking at the Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Death, Tower, Emperor, Nine of Pentacles. It's not easy. Not saying it should be easy, but to navigate all of that and to be front and center for it all. Very rarely do you come across folks who have someone truly championing for them, truly putting the right word of guidance in their ear, on their path. Anybody telling you they got it all figured out, they got it all together, they're lying. No one does. The energies that I'm picking on in particular, they are trying to navigate their way through a betrayal from someone that should have been the most kind, compassionate, nurturing to them. They feel like they were led astray. Someone's trying to decide, who's a very public figure, on whether or not they should take legal action. Hmm. I'm getting the energy that if this person remains behind bars, they'll look at it as all is well. But if for whatever reason, there's this pack energy. Okay. This bind, these strings, a tether. Somebody wants to be released. Wow. They're tied to this. There's an energetic, when I say they want out, they want out. 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands. They feel like this is their moment to stand up to this person who was supposed to be a confidant, someone trustworthy. They feel like it's their chance now. They have evidence of something that they should, and I feel like they're leaning towards showing the authorities. Huh. This would greatly, yeah, because these people in the spotlight, it's almost like a passing of the torch and the baton, but they don't want it. They don't want it. They want to be free. They want to make amends. They want peace of mind. They know they're going to lose it all. I feel like the stress and the worry is really getting to them. Oh, please don't fall on the floor. Thank you. Yeah, see what I mean? There's the energy of passing the baton. 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Emperor, 9 of Pentacles. See? They don't want it. They want out. And it's interesting because I feel like as long as, it's funny because I'm getting two different energies with this. Somebody wants another person to remain where they are. At the same time, they don't want to take their place. At the same time, this person's freedom would work in their favor for the pursuit of independence. This is interesting. Okay. But see, this would involve, you know, the cliche saying, tell the truth and shame the devil, but quite literally, only the truth would bring an end and sever that cord. A lie must be exposed for the fulfillment of somebody's true happiness. Because otherwise, this person is contemplating, and I mean very, 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 very dark thoughts, like ooicidal thoughts, okay? I'm trying to play nice with the censors, okay? Yeah, this person should be um, under professional care. This is why somebody's publicly crashing out right now, by the way. Ace of Swords. If you paying attention, you'll see where there's smoke, there's fire. Like they want to talk. This person truly, truly wants to share what it is that they know, what they have. Like they have they have it within their power to topple everything. But boy, are they scared to be the one. Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. They are scared. They are terrified to be the one to do it. This could be a female. Like I'm getting two different energies there, so there could be both types of people, a male and a female energy present here. But they're sitting on huge, huge, huge. But there's a lot of money at stake. Again, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. They're slated to step into this position. Ugh. But I feel like the things that they have done to create these opportunities, it makes them sick. It's hard for them to be happy because of their choices, because of their decisions. And listen, Knight of Swords, Justice, they really do. And I feel like they have the support of their spouse to do it, to topple all of this. It could be involving some sort of exchange, sexual energy, as some sort of investment payment. You know how they talk about the director's chair or the director's couch, right? Judgment, Page of Cups. This could have happened to someone as a minor. A Page of Cups, Six of Cups. So much of this is because this person in the spotlight, and they want peace. They're tired of feeling isolated. They're tired of this war within them. Just saw the Five of Wands, but here's strength. They need the strength to heal. This again, there's a feminine energy pushing through very, very strongly. Um, they're the one with the most discontented spirit at this time. They're seriously contemplating this. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Walk away and shut up. Speak out. Oof. Interesting. The Queen of Wands is currently talking to a lawyer, and that's making people very nervous. Okay. Hold on. Somebody really wants peace, and they don't have it. Like, it feels so distant, so far, but they can feel it coming. Like, oof. person could have been drugged, by the way. Rugged. I'm sorry. Oof. Yeah, man. They've been warring with this demon. This makes me feel like there was some sort of intoxicant, and it made putting up a fight very difficult. Somebody could have been implied with excessive amounts of alcohol, 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands, excessive. 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I feel like the resurgence of some of these memories of these things has pushed someone into deep isolation. See that 6 of Swords again? 8 of Cups, like deep isolation. It's crazy because they thought this is what they wanted. They thought this was the way, to have these sorts of God-given talents and abilities. One of these people are, whoever their psychologist is, they're doing a great job. Ace of Swords. Great job with them. Ooh. Yeah, man. Great job. Okay, whatever. Thank you, Archangel Michael. You're always around. Listen, I don't think these people have very many people close to them to whom they can trust right now. Like, at all. And for the male that I'm picking up this energy, because they were so young when they came to notoriety, success, fame, where the spotlight became intense on them, there should have been someone there to draw a line in the sand, someone there to protect them. But there's like this energy of someone making a choice to give this child to the industry. That's the Hierophant in the back of this 2 of Wands. So they couldn't stop them. They couldn't hold on to them. They had to let them become what they became. They had to allow these romantic. It's sick. It's sick. It's really, really sick. So this makes me feel like, see, they don't want this out. Like, they really don't want this out. But the therapy and the healing, it's bringing back these memories. Yeah, they're healing. Temperance. Ooh, I got chills. This is how this young man is regaining their power, is what this feels like. Yeah. This, oh, look. This betrayal, and that, this is like such a huge whistleblowing event. I've been picking up for quite some time that we're going to see the absolute end of a lot of industries. And I mean that. the truth is so sickening in the lengths of what people would do. Okay? Yeah. It's been a long time coming. And I don't feel like some wrongs can be righted. You can't just sweep some things under the rug because of the sake of a party and a good time and, oh, I like that music. No, no, no. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. And we are embarking on this new age. And the new age is not debauchery. It's not. Like, I really need y'all to do more research when it comes to Aquarius. Like, a lot more research. And the Uranian energy that comes along with it. Order is very much, it's a fixed energy. Okay? This energy has to stop. It does. Yeah. There's a balance to it for sure. Hermit, Ace of Swords, High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, the Light Worker card, Hierophant. See what I mean? Like, there's a time and a place for it all, but some things have to come to a full conclusion. This is a huge lesson. I don't feel like this truth can be suppressed. It's aching to come out. And I feel like it's not just one thing or the other. I feel like across the board, there's corruption. Confirmation. These people are really into like a sick partnership. And this masculine in particular, they have to take this opportunity to take a stand for themselves in order to get to the next level of their own life, to where they feel whole, where they feel balanced, where they feel peace. Not to mention, I'm getting the energy that this person is, yeah, very much. They could be having a child or just had a child. They're actually finally thinking about long-term goals, aspirations. Like, healing ain't pretty, but they want to be recognized for something completely different. For not just being some strange playboy. Mm-mm. They're going they're going to speak about oaths, okay? Things they were supposed to take to the grave with the Four of Swords here about this community. They don't care. They have to. Ooh, they about to shed some serious light. Y'all better pray for these people. Hold on. Seriously, pray for them. It's going to take a lot of courage to do this, but it's the right thing to do. I feel like somebody got saved in this. This masculine feels like they got saved. Oh, yeah. Wow. Look, Queen of Wands next to this King of Swords. We got to dig a little deeper with them. I'm not, no, no. Let me just, tell me more about, okay, she is pregnant. Dang. I was seeing a bunch of, this Queen of Wands makes me feel like she's going to, let's just say, cooperate. And I don't feel like this is energy that is currently going on in the courts because that child has already been delivered, if you understand where I'm going with that. This is someone else. This could be referencing a child. The world card slid out that was, we'll just say, blocked from entry. I don't feel like most people even know that this person was pregnant at this time, but this, let's just say this, it was used. It was used. The only one who knew was the doctor. Nine of Cups, Temperance. Interesting. I'm trying to vibe it out. Oh, I am okay. Okay. There's a lot of mystery and confusion and suppression when it comes to this particular case. Ooh, case. Because I don't necessarily, there was a potential, yeah, there was a potential story that was supposed to come out about this. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Nine of Swords. But, ooh, Devil, yeah. Emperor. Ooh, this making me feel like, who? Nigga, what? That guy. That guy. That guy. Yes. 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 Yeah, uh-huh. Page of Swords, Sun card. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Yo, when I tell you they used that child, they did. They did. He did. The daddy. The daddy used them. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah. Energy just had. Ooh. Somebody. Somebody might want to play nice. They might want to go see somebody. They gonna regret that shit. Oh yeah. They. Ooh. All allegedly entertaining person. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh, how you gonna have secrets this big? You better not be shunning people. Ooh, that's double confirmation. You know they know. Oh, y'all. Can I just short notes this? There are two masculine energies right now having some sort of like uh, we'll just call it battle magic back and forth. Um, both of them are aligned with this energy here, this double-ish energy. The one of them has a lot of information on the other that could really topple, level, destroy this person, and it's surrounding a woman and a child and all of that. You better run quick, fast, and yeah, man. feel like they really, really close and offering up some information when it comes about where shit is. You might want to go show some support. I feel like every night this boy lay awake thinking about who done traveled to see him. I don't know if this conjuration shit gonna work. I know you trying to do shut up shit on him, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Y'all made a pact. Yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. You sick bastards. Oh yeah. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. And I know you worry. I see it. I see it. Death, 10 of Swords. Keep playing. Look, you taking your sweet ass time, Knight of Pentacles to the Tower. Yeah, okay. You busy worried about this, that, and the third. Right? Yeah, money's important, but y'all better think of man. Because he's looking at them fates that will, like, should I, shouldn't I? Because they know what you did, Empress. They know what you did to the Empress, the pregnant woman, 6 of Wands. They know what you did. Man, you better make it right, is what he's saying. You know exactly who's talking to you, too. You better make it right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know why you scouring all these, I know, You, that newfound image that you tried to scrub on. Yeah, trying to get away from your days of ruckus. Yeah, like you shiny a new star. Right. Your homie said you don't know lonely yet. Man, oh my God, yo. We tapped in on up there, like, Wow. Man, somebody about to be infamous. I'm surprised. It's taking, man, look, you know who's saying it. The bull locked up. 8 of Swords, Knight of Swords. You keep ignoring his mental memos. Knight of Swords to the 2 of Wands. You better get your act right on. Yo, why they playing? Look, you know how it started. 10 of Swords, Death, Emperor, Magician, 4 of Swords, Chariot, Knight of Wands. You know how it started. Look, old boy said, you can't quit me. You can't block me. You don't get to close out. No. Wow. This is like a classic. If I go, you go. He's waiting. Yo, not joking. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. He waiting. Look, you better pop out and put his heart at ease. You don't want this one thinking you getting brand new. You acting brand new on them like you don't know nobody. You awfully quiet. Yo, why are they talking to him like this? And why are y'all using me for this? Wow, look, energy. That shit just creeping around. Look, they just looking for open conduits to get this message through. Y'all play too much. I rebuke the devil and all his minions. I sure do. Wow. I guess this is, oh, y'all funny. Yo, this is what comes with the new level. All right. Yo, this bull, when I just saw the Knight of Swords to the Knight of Wands. This bull energetically, telepathically is chasing that man. Like, you hear me. Don't run from me. And using any and everybody to get to him to deliver a message. When it all falls down. When it all falls down. Isn't that funny how it says ye? Yeet, but ye. Or be ye. You get it? That's why old boy showed up. He was like, I'm here. What? Yeah, I heard you. I got the call. What's up? showed up. What? The one that should be there, the one that got the most to lose. That's wild that this is coming out. Holy shit. Somebody like you playing with your own Wheel of Fortune right now. Ooh. And you playing with your wife. That's what they said. That's what I just seen. I did. So that Nine of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy. You know, this is the most famous set. Confirmation. Most famous Sag and Virgo couple on the planet. On the planet. He said he got something on her too. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Quiet as it's kept. Yeah, he got something on you. Yep. From them parties, three of Cups. You know, them celebrations, them holidays. You know, shit that was done up under the moonlight. Thinking nobody, look. Thinking nobody knew. Look, fool. Surprise, right? They was intertwined in a relationship, Two of Cups. Yo, they playing. They really fucking playing. Hierophant, Queen of Wands. Right. It's all part of the initiation. That's why they all get passed around like that. They all pass around. You don't want this shit going public. You don't want that going global. It would destroy that wholesome image, wouldn't it? But he would. Go ahead. Look. Ace of Pentacles world. Like real footage with broadcast. World Wide Web. Okay. And there will be no denying it either. Shit. Yo, why he say it will be a star-studded event? Star, Four of Wands. Yo, you better go see your homie lover friend, Knight of Swords. You better, man, what you, they so messy. Why y'all so messy? Why you so messy? Y'all know that's part of the pack of being with this dude. Y'all gotta rub y'all wands together. Don't give me images. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. Y'all remember, for those of you who've been around, when I was doing the readings and I kept seeing fucking cameras in the like lamps and in the ceiling. It was just fucking weird. I'm like, why is it all this surveillance equipment? And now look where we are. Look where we are. Wow. You better, even if you just drop in, you better go. I'm gonna pick these up. Cause yeah, your boy's lonely, he said. He said he lonely. He said you better phone a friend. Six of Cups, Page of Cups. Don't act like you don't need me now that I need you. Judgment. Six of Pentacles, you better make it right. Tower. Or, you know, that castle you built up in the sky. He's like, I'm gonna throw bolts at it. Bam. Page, Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. Look. You got him fighting this. It's one thing to face your battle, right, and have to go through this humiliation shit, right? Because the strength is there to overcome the devil. Then you got the Fool, right? New opportunities come in. So first you got to get through this bullshit to ascend. Star energy after the Five of Swords, right? But so they already sent out the SOS. And this man, like, y'all leaving me out here to be sacrificed on my own? Word. He like, I know it's been a minute, but don't think I forgot. Seven of Pentacles to this Empress. Wheel of Fortune yet again. See? Somebody like, they can expose you about these deals that y'all, y'all done shared and, From the sun to the moon. They're a karmic couple unto themselves. Wow. Wow. Yeah. They are. Wow. The world. Yeah, man. Knight of Swords. See? 2 peas in a pod. See the double knights? Double riders, I should say. The things people do to get to the top, yo. How to get ahead. All right, stars feel lonely too. 7 of Swords. They want to run away from their lives. Look. Page of Wands to the 9 of Wands. Look at that shit. They not free no more. They not free no more. They trapped. That's why so many of them do so many drugs. I don't understand why that's a word you can't say on YouTube. I really don't. Can we talk about it? But not right now. Anyway. Oh, is that why the camera keeps unfocusing? Anyway. When they do, where they participate in extracurricular activities, right? Mind-altering substances, right? It's the only way they actually feel inspired. That's the only way they feel free again. It's crazy. They're traumatized. They're running from the trauma. And the higher they get, Lord have mercy. Right. Again, normacy. With that 6 of Swords showing up, it's like the things that they've done, man. Look, 7 of Wands. Those positions don't come easy. They suffer from serious depression. Serious depression. And everyone that they have attempted to talk to thus far has only tried to use it as a mechanism to control them, to dominate them. Emperor just came out, excuse me. Right. It's crazy because the 10 of Cups is here, right? But there's a pyramid to it all. Like everyone's trying to get what they can get. And it's so funny, but not like he more, I don't know. I mean, it's not funny. It's like something you say when it's really not funny. It's all based upon, all built upon this person suffering. See how there's 4 cups and then there's 4, 3, 2, 1. See what I mean? They do feel trapped. 8 of Swords. They absolutely feel trapped by their own choices. Page of Pentacles, Temperance. See what I mean? They just want to keep something for themselves. Something that they create themselves. You know what I mean? Like, wow, this is giving the energy of feeling exploited. Absolutely. You know, everyone around them, they feel, right, is involved in some bullshit, some dark ass play, something ritualistic, something nefarious. Everybody in the industry. This is how this person in the spotlight is feeling. They all work with the devil to get ahead. Not even joking. They all do some form of black magic, ritual, hoodoo, voodoo, and not the high vibrational shit either. Okay, we're not talking about that because this card is here. Everybody you know that's famous, right? Star energy. Every last one of them is what this is showing. Has, made this agreement, this pact. Birds of a feather. So this is why this individual here feels the way they do. They feel dejected. 4 cups yet again. They don't want what they're offering. They wanted to use their God-given talents for something better. They didn't. It's unfortunate because now that, listen, they're in their head, 9 of Swords, right? Worry, fear, stress, anxiety. They didn't see this. Like, you know what I mean? When they say, you didn't see this in the cards, they didn't see this in their cards. They saw, some fame, some money. They didn't see the 9 of Wands. They didn't see the trauma. They didn't see how hard they were going to have to fight. They didn't see all the wicked shit they were going to have to engage in order to maintain. It's a lot. And this person's been struggling ever since. But they're putting on a good show. Because anybody who talks in this community, they end up, in a padded room somewhere. Seriously. If you speak out about the sexual practices that go on, right? 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups in this community, all of a sudden, look, you're exhausted. You're something's wrong with you. You need a vacation. You need to, you need to go to rehab or some shit like that. All of a sudden, they got a drinking problem. All of a sudden, you got to go somewhere and your publicist is saying shit for them. Right. They're like, best thing to do is keep your head down. Don't say anything and get the work while you can get the work. This is making me feel like more of an actor or an actress. You got somebody like trying to focus on what it is, like meeting their goals, trying to create their own projects. This is somebody who might even have started their own company, like as a producer or director or something. Like, it's really given that in order to like be able to escape, to have some sort of control, to not get tricked. Now they understand how things work. This person knows that people have perished for violating the I'll never tell rule. Yeah, because anytime it's happened, all of a sudden, there's like, we'll just say a smear campaign, right? And then next thing you know, this person gets set up and onto a peaceful transition somewhere. Wow. This energy feels like I don't want to be in this community anymore. I don't want to break bread with these people. But I feel like they've reached a level of success. Again, I feel like they've moved into a position where they are comfortable enough to not have to feel forcibly to forcibly engage with these things. But at the same time, the wickedness, they know about the wickedness. Yeah. And about what it is that's offered when people take these deals. And really what they would say if they could is that this ain't the way you want to make money. I know that's right. Man, this person would take their peace over anything else at this point. To have emotional balance, to not be traumatized, to not have whatever this is that they've had to fight through. They want to be a cautionary tale with these double sevens. Yo, for real. I rebuke you, bro. I keep seeing you. They may do this through a ghostwriter. Hmm. I'm getting a couple different things. This is the energy I'm feeling right now feels very political. Like I see that there's deceit about a conflict, and it's only being done to regain some sort of because the emperor's holding the world. Like they want to maintain control on a global level. And so, right now there are a couple different conflicts that have spurred one that's been ongoing, one, what I mean, another, and all of that. And it feels like a lie. It's coordinated. These leaders with the Emperor here, they are in alliance with the Knight of Swords here with the Double Riders. I feel like there's a fallacy, a farce going on when it comes to potentially the deployment of soldiers. Nine of Wands, Page of Wands here. When it comes to this conflict, especially about fleeing, I did see that U.S. President put out a tweet about the evacuation of a particular place in the Middle East, and that was his advice. This really makes me feel like when people play games with real people's lives, because this energy of the Four of Cups, of this apathy, this boredom, like indifference energy, like they're really messing with people. You know what I mean? With the Ten of Cups here next to the Eight of Swords, it's like they want people in um, fear, anxiety, worry. They want them to feel like they need assistance, especially from, we'll just call them the powers that be. I feel like hold the line when it comes to faith and prayers. Continuously do those things, especially with the Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Temperance energy. Hold on to that. Sow those seeds instead of seeds of fear and terror, etc., etc. I feel like the greatest influence and impact of this propaganda campaign is the youth. And so teach them how to navigate these waters of propaganda and lies. Okay? Very important to teach them how to temper their emotions. Yeah, they want to engage in a back and forth militarized thing. Three of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. Okay? Don't feed into it. Mm-mm. Trying to pull us back into an old cycle. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Right. They want the upper hand. They want power, domination. And they think people at this point can't see the repetitiveness of these antics. Okay? See? Justice, Ace of Cups, and there's the Eight of Cups. Exactly. Raise your vibration. And there's the Ace of Swords. Okay? Push back against that narrative. Okay? Right. They want people in a desperate sort of energy, Five of Pentacles energy, okay? They want to shift the paradigm because we are all intellectually speaking moving in the right direction in our mindsets. We are changing how we think. Therefore, we are changing how we navigate. We are changing the way we interact with one another. You know what I mean? Like when I say tolerance is being spread globally, exactly. Peace, harmony, cooperation, it's being spread. Two of Wands, the Chariot. That is the energy of this beautiful age. Okay, we're here to fix and to stabilize. Full Star, Four of Wands. Okay, and we are being successful because the proof is in the pudding. And so they, powers that be, higher fire energy, really need that energy. They need you to feed them. They feed off of that, and they can't necessarily get the fix that they need from the people if we're over here focused, loving on one another, cooperating with one another. You know what I mean? They need you afraid. They need you, looking over your shoulder, thinking that your neighbor to the north, the south, the east, or the west is coming for you. They're attacking you. All of this shit. They need you to believe the hype. They want you to fear like there's a storm coming, and it's not. They want you to be afraid of your shadow blowing things out of proportion. And again, because they're bored with the kumbaya energy. Okay? That's really what it is. They're bored with the kumbaya energy. It's too peaceful for them. This shift is too peaceful. Death to the Four of Swords, they don't like it. They really don't. They prefer, you know, anxiety, warcraft, etc., etc. Mm. They want people, not to be emotionally balanced in an energy of cooperation. They want you in an energy of competition. So I'm like, nope, hold the line. We're doing the right thing. They got to go heal. Leave them to their Five of Cups. And their Five of Pentacles. These are the secret conversations, these things that are going on as the world continues to push the will in the positive direction for, a positive momentum shift for everyone. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it. They like the Ten of Swords. And keep telling them, we like Empress, Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, right? It's a bunch of them. I'm telling you, it's a pack of them. They're funny with that. Look how not moving from a place of ego is winning. Wow. These people are between the ages of 86 and 68. And 63 for a few, or one in particular. But yeah, they're not new to this, okay? That's so funny. And as I'm sitting here thinking about the title again, and look where I cut it to, right? Whoa. Thank you. But I feel like that's the energy they want the divine collective in when it comes to stars feel lonely too. You carry the light within you, right? You contain multitudes. And so for that, it feels more like a projection, an energy of wanting you to feel isolated, withdrawn, sunken. That is much more of an emotional manipulation than it is the energy of people in the public eye. Okay. You're too balanced for that. That's how you know. That's not you. You're too balanced, babes. No. It was temperance that fell. All right, last round. All right, Holy Spirit, under this stars feel lonely too. Oof. It's a lot to maintain that position. Because he's looking at the golden sheet fleece, right? But it represents Aries, the Emperor energy. It's a lot. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Right? Like it's a lot. Look, Two of Wands, King of Wands, King of Swords. I think I'm gonna shuffle them again. Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it take a lot to maintain the position at the top. Like a lot. Someone is figuring out what's missing from their life right now. It's so funny because there's a masculine energy that is like, oh my God, they don't want to end up like they dad. I don't know, no tea, no shade, but they do not want to end up like their father. I feel like their father died by themselves, okay? Even, but they don't want to end up like them. King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Right. This person is inspired. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. Right. Strength is already out here, right? And so even that recognition, that epiphany, that aha, right? Now look at them. There's a lot of determination. They also know there's a lot of competition out there. Who isn't looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right? But there is some, oh, okay, there's a particular person from their past that they want. Queen of Wands, Moon. I feel like they had some feelings. Oh, you sexy, man. Look. Ooh. Crazy part is, this person has always fancied you. Mm-hmm. I feel like when they were going through a very dark and difficult period in their life, your paths crossed for however amount of time, and you were like the brightest spot in this person's dark ass life. But I do feel very much they ran away from you. Yes, they did. They was going through it. But they coming back around. They are. They looking like, Oh, wait. Hold on. Because you see Pandora's box, right? It's open. But look, I told you he was looking at this bold Aries energy, right? To see the box. He's sitting on the box, right? Only thing left in that box is a memory of you or an emotion of the one that got away. This man is putting a lot of pressure on his shoulders because you really are the one. Look, Ace of Cups, Hierophant. Wow. You his one, anyway. Mm. All right. They taking inspired action. This makes me feel like, you know how they have like what they call rogue stars, rogue planets, right? You don't, the ecliptic hasn't been mapped out. You don't know which direction it could go here, but there's gravitational forces and stuff like that. This makes me feel like this masculine energy is like a rogue planet, because you know the night sky planets just don't twinkle, but they bright. Some people mistake them for stars, but they planets. Anyway, um, yeah, there were a lot of variables, but this person is taking some very inspired action to make things right with you. Yeah, man. They're looking at this Aries energy, like, are they ready to be like a husband, a father, et cetera, et cetera? Because you know, that's Papa. I like to mess with Aries and call them, you know, the big baby of the zodiac, but you know, they are primary masculine energy. They are virility incarnate. You know what I mean? I do. I feel like this person is very aware of how they come across, and the depths of self awareness has blossomed. But they need to tap into that Mars Aries energy, because it's going to take a little courage and action to get to the desired results that they seek. But this is in the matter of love, because the King of Cups keeps showing himself. Ooh, Tower. Exactly. You got to tap into that. These are hidden emotions. That's why that Mars energy. Shoot your shot, bruh. Look, it's for your Ten of Pentacles. You know you ready. Look, you look to the Four of Wands. You know you ready to put down some roots. Justice. Yes. Right person. Death. It's time to change. And you know it. High Priestess, Two of Cups. You know what you know. You know what you feel. Now you want to keep marching along. You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss her again. You're gonna miss her again. Anyway. So that's so funny. They're giving me, you know how Earth has the moon, right? That's our satellite, and lots of other planets have other moons, but some of them have like multiple moons. They coming in like they Earth and you the moon, and we together. We don't need no other satellites. It's just us. You know, I don't remember how many other planets that are roaming around our solar system that don't have moons attached to them. But it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and that's what this man know. He look, he ready though. He about to. He look, like fuck it, Geronimo. Hello. Really? Isn't that interesting? Take me there. I wanna go there. Take me there. Take me to. Make a wish. Is that mine? Yo, there is a dark ass high priestess. I see you, boo. The devil and the high priestess. Oh, and you look. 6 of Wands to the star. Oh yeah. Oh you. Yeah, you real well known for your shit. I don't know why we picking up on you. Oh, cause somebody went to seek you for some work. That's why you popping up on my radar. Oh, I can feel you trying to do this shit. Boyaka, boyaka. Okay. Devil, 6 of Cups. There's the Tower. You know, once we know it's over, there's that collaboration. Somebody going to pay you. Okay. Yeah, there's that chatter. I told y'all about Carfax, spiritually Carfaxing people. All right. You don't have the power or authority. Are they a family member on your husband's side? That's why they thought you, yeah, that you was the right one to come see about this. I don't know. You are skillful. Yeah, you usually are able to accomplish, what it is that you conjure, but it's a no. It's gonna get blocked, so you might as well save your energy. Mm-mm. Oh, because you're going up against Chosen. I'm telling you, you better do your spiritual Carfax before you send one arrow. You might. Yep, I know they're rare. Ace of Pentacles at the same time. Do your spiritual Carfax. Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. This was death spell work too. It's crazy because the moment you try to, like, you even start to gather materials to do this, all your shit start to dry up, and I mean that. Shit. Your little shack where you do your work gonna catch on fire. Mm. Fields is barren where you normally gather your supplies. Even strange weather phenomena where it's like real foggy and shit. Oh no. Mm-mm. Yo, this spell work gonna backfire on your ass so fast it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Mm, mm, mm. You're gonna be looking at this person side eye like you're not even gonna mess with this family member no more. It's your fault though. If you do spell work for somebody without verifying that the person they want you to do something to is actually, a problem, you got what you got coming to you. Oh, your energy all on this. Oh, this bad. Ooh, I saw 222. You might really want to slow down, boo boo. Mm-mm. You about to open up some portal you ain't gonna be able to close. It's just pure calamity. Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah. There's so much destruction. You trying to block somebody, roads and everything. Death spell, road blocking, money spells, blocked money. Like, yo. Even like trying to draw this person's like blessings and fortune towards you. Like this actual spell work, like scroll work, control, domination. You want to see through this person's vision, like a reverse like charge. You know how when you plug your power banks into the wall, it's like a reverse. Like if you plug something else into it, it's supposed to power, but instead it sucks the power from that device. Yeah, that's a lot. Ooh. It don't matter how much you water your crops, they're all gonna fail because of this. Wow. Oh, yo, you gonna see your whole joy dry up because of this. You gonna learn one valuable lesson now. Yes, you will. You will never do work again without vetting. Yeah. Now, you, mm. You're going to barely escape this calamity by the skin of your teeth. And I mean that shit. I got 3 dudes sitting here. They all belong to this one specific thing, but that's all right. So this makes me feel like for somebody, this is like your ex. For some, it's an ex-husband who's doing all of this, who belongs to like I don't like the Elks or some shit like that. You don't want to reconcile with this person. So they've gone out their way to create a situation and make your life hard. And I mean really hard. Yeah. They want things to happen to you so you're not able to care for y'all children. Apparently you have some with this person, or at least one child in particular. They want you to regret leaving them for growing up and maturing and not Ace of Swords us. And, for not sticking it out with them. Yes, definitely. I just saw the King of Swords. It's crazy because this man is still madly in love. You just saw the King of Swords. I mean, the King of Cups. Not surprised because the Emperor's out here, right? This person should have been something amazing, right? More than just a husband and a father, etc., etc. But boy, they have, we're just going to say, veered off the beaten path. There's a lot about this individual that you weren't seeing clearly. I think you see them pretty clearly now. Even before what I just said, is the reason why you divorced this person. Look, justice. And that was the right thing to do. There's a lot of shit that this person does in the dark that you are unaware of. Yeah. They're working really hard to set you up. I want you to know that, miss. I really do. Across the board, even outside of this work. Yeah. By any means, by the way. And I feel like that's how they got here. King of Swords to the Five of Swords. And so, yes, because of the hatred and the animosity in their heart, this is where they are. Check your child stuff for a tracker. Yeah. I'm seeing like a Stanley Cup. Like if your child came home from their father's place with a Stanley Cup and it's real thorough and it's got all the bells and whistles, it's something in the bottom, like it's not a Stanley brand, but it's like one of those cups. From what I'm seeing, I don't know if these cups do, like I don't know if Stanley cups do exactly what I'm about to tell you, but it's a cup that is dope, right? But the bottom has like a hidden compartment in it. And in that hidden compartment, there's going to be like an Apple AirTag. And I don't feel like your ex-husband knows exactly where you live currently for whatever reason. And they are trying to suss that out. And the way they figured it out is by the means I just said. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. And thank you. I appreciate you watching the readings and benefiting. But yeah, there's definitely an air tag or something in the bottom of a cup. Like it unscrews. I feel like it's like one of those travel safe sort of cups, back in the day where people have hide a stash. It could even be from one of those websites, but it looks very sparkly, like bejeweled, even like Carolina-ish blue is what I was seeing. Yeah, look, as I say, see the Queen of Cups. So if your child show up with a cup, check it out, inspect it, okay? I feel like you've worked hard for your independence from this person. I don't read for children, so this has to be the ex-wife that I'm talking to. It could be your confirmation. Um, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, and you're gonna have some evidence to be like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? Right? I feel like you're gonna have all you need to fight this person in court to topple with their case, because I feel like there is a case. I do. I absolutely do. They were trying to get custody, not because they want custody, but because it would, make you upset. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords. See, that's spying to the Ace of Cups. See, using the cup to the moon, okay? Queen of Pentacles, Justice. You're going to be able to take this shit to the authorities, right? And see how they're taking it apart in the Four of Pentacles there? Right, and they're going to show you what they found. And you're going to take that right to your awesome attorney that you have. Yo, your ex-husband's about to pay for this chick's vacation, your attorney's vacation. That's really funny. I'm picking them up. Yeah, okay. I feel like whoever you are, you were married to, I'm just going to say somebody with narcissistic personality traits or has a full-fledged diagnosis. And this person is used to sucking up all the oxygen in the room in your life and da 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 da, and how dare you move on and you da 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 da, and how dare you insulate yourself and da 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 da, and that's it. And they will do whatever they can to torment you. And they've got somebody else, because people with that sort of trait or disorder, they can't be alone, right? And you cool. You like, I'm moving forward. You're independent. You're happy, and you're free. You're free. You don't have to look. I feel like this person that you're supposed to be building with did nothing more than spy on you and demand to know. Just no, made you feel some kind of way. Ugh. They're very well off. And listen, that's how you know who I'm talking to. Your ex-husband is very well off. They used to use the money as a control, et cetera, et cetera. They don't want to give you child support. And so if they could take the child from you from the home, right. See, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. They don't know where you are, and they feel some kind of way about that. There's a lot of petty here. Look, it's illegal what they're doing. There's the Hermit. There's the Hierophant. This person's really playing. And they told you, look, there's Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, right. If you've been having to juggle, if you've been having to penny pinch, it's been slow for you getting back on your feet. It won't be once you present this evidence about this treachery with this tracker about what your ex-husband doing. They still maintain some sort of control and domination, and all they're going to be like, Your Honor, I feel like I have a right to know where my child is. The child isn't little, okay? The child is not like 5, 6 years old. This child is like damn really an adult. Now that would be a fair, because I just saw those 2 pages, but then I saw the Knight of Pentacles, and so it's been too long to try some shit like that. The kid can freely move around. It's bullshit. Anyway, my screen froze, and so I really don't know how long I've been on here, but I feel like I've been on here like 80 minutes. Yes, exactly 84. Okay. Y'all gonna have a straight come to Jesus conversation. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Y'all attorneys gonna have a field day talking to each other about this reckless ass behavior. Woo! Dead to rights, baby. Dead to rights. I bet you that your narky ex does feel lonely, don't they? Because they don't have you as a supply anymore, Empress. Look, Star, Empress, and there's the King of Wands. They don't have you as supply anymore. Oh, they missed that shit. Ace of Swords, yes they do. Oh, you fed the fuck out of this devil. Look at that shit. It wasn't just sex. No, you poured this man. This man's ego belongs to you, ma'am. Yes, yes. It took you long enough, but the fact that you did it, that was the best thing you ever did. Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Hangman, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Chariot, Strength. You got on. That's all that mattered. You persevered. You got on. You know. Good job. Yeah, this person freaking out. I don't care what. I'm getting duck syndrome. Look, Star World, Two of Wands. You took your power back. You took your power back. Good for you. This person looks so cool on the surface. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, it's not. 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 This person can't stand to be by themselves. They need people feeding into them. They need a harem. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. They ain't looking to invest in nobody. The moment somebody talk about let's build, they pull back. They don't really even value a soulmate or anything like that. This person needs their ego and their dick, their ego fed and their dick wet. King of Swords, Knight of Wands. They need to see a therapist, Four of Swords, Four of Cups, to fix the broken part, the void in them. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. This person wants you to remember days when it was nice. No such thing. No such thing, because it's all elements of control and manipulation. Okay, I've ran my mouth long enough. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll do this again very soon. If you want to book a personal, please email me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. Information is in the About section of the channel. All right. I will do this again very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.